click, click, click. Hello everyone, and welcome to Florence, Italy. I apologize for the sun here. I tried shooting early in the day, but there's a lot of construction noise.
Yeah, that's the right noise.
And now the sun is at a very harsh angle and we have limited time. And so in this video, we'll talk about what's in my bag, what gear did I take with me here to Italy. Now I'll do a quick little pan. I have a lot of Wolencraft accessories that I brought with me. One bag was just for the airplane. One bag is basically when I'm on a company visit. I'm here with the BCIT School of Business and Media. We're doing a field school in Italy. It's my third year teaching it. And so on the plane, I use one bag, a sling bag, a 3.5 liter. When I go downstairs, have breakfast, when I go on company visits, I take my mini rider, all leather. My daily shooting, it's a 7-liter Pilot. And then I use the cube inserts inside my Peak Design camera. So I have tons of Wolencraft, but you guys want to know about this stuff right here, right? So my primary camera for this year, and it's based on my second adopter theory that I'm working on with Ben Carpenter from Camera West. The idea that Leica shooters, a lot of us are second adopters. We appreciate the new, the latest, the greatest, but in terms of value and in terms of budget, the older Leica gear is still very valuable. Leica themselves say we're not going to make a cheaper Q, just buy the last generation. They don't want to make a Q3 Lite. Right? They say just buy the Q2, and that's a good way of seeing your products of don't just buy the latest and greatest, but there's still value in the older gear. And so the SL2 has been my main camera for my brand for over a year now, and I did bring this with me last year, but I did not bring this lens, which is the 21mm Summilux. I wanted the Elmerit. I was testing the Super Angulon f4. I like the close focusing, but with the Light Lens Lab helicoid adapter, I can get under to 30 centimeters, like under 0.3, probably close to like 0.25 maybe. And so I can take amazing close focus. And in Italy, in Florence, in a lot of places, things are tight. And we did the Ferragamo museum tour, and I'll insert some images. I wasn't even shooting at 1.4, but the option of shooting 1.4 is there. I was shooting mostly, I think, f2 to 2.8, Super Angulon f4. I'm not gonna get those shots, or the ISO will be way too high. And so I'm actually really enjoying using this, but without a strap. I've been just holding it because the grip is so good on the SL2 that kind of walking around incognito in my hand, down low, and then when I need to shoot, I pull it up. This isn't that great of a kit to have hanging off your neck anyways. The camera that is good for that is the D-Lux 8. And so this has made its second appearance here. Leica Global sent this to me last year when this was a newer camera. And I had so much fun shooting with it. And I'll post some pictures from last year and maybe some pictures from this year as well. But it's a great scouting camera. So other than I can't get a 21 with this, which would be fantastic. But everything else, I can use this. Scout focal lengths like a 28 or 40, which I have, and then go back with the film camera, or I already have the film camera, like not just pre-visualize, but really visualize the image. But this camera is great. I do have it on my limited edition coupe orange armor strap. I still have some copies available at Revolver Coffee, but this is a great kit, and wherever I am, I have this around me like this. Company visits again, when I'm teaching a lecture, when I'm just walking around, I just went and grabbed a sandwich. You know, I don't want to drag this to grab a sandwich, right? But having something like this, light, compact, and then sometimes I need a 75mm equivalent, right? Other times I need a 24. This flash is fantastic, and it's great. In fact, let me just do it right now, and then I'll just insert. But I had already been playing around with it, but just doing selfies with this is even, you know, you get great balance of light as well as color balance, and so this is a great tool for me. And finally, my third camera is the M7 on an Angelo Pelle half case with matching strap, and I do have on here the 28 Summicron with the square hood on here. And I do have the 40. I left it in my hotel room, but I also love the 40. But the 28 is still my primary lens, and I have Candido 200 in here now, and I also brought 400 and 800, and hopefully I'll be able to test that new Leica film very shortly. And so this has been my film camera, and I am almost finished my first roll, but I really look forward to shooting with film. So all three of these are so different. You got the M7 for kind of fun street photography, challenging myself, and then I have the 21. Although this has that light lens adapter, I can put the 28 or the 40 on here as well, but having this powerhouse 47 megapixels, go ultra wide, close focus with my 21, 28, and 40, and just be able to take like awesome images with this kit here. And then finally the D-Lux 8 is just the camera that can do everything for me. Sure, it's a micro four thirds sensor. Sure, it's 18 megapixels, but it's also leaf shutter, so it has high flash sync, so you can daylight flash. It has a 24 to 75 equivalent f1.7 to f2.8. Great macro capabilities, great for product photography, as well as this with the helicoid adapter, great for product photography. And so all three of these cameras, I am having fun using them. I can only carry two at a time, especially because the SL2 is so big and heavy. And so basically it's been the D-Lux 8 with the M7, or it has been the SL2 with the film camera. So basically the film camera goes back and forth. Some things just kind of deserve to be on a film camera, and other times I shouldn't say deserve, but it just works really well on a camera like this. And I look at them and think ultra wide is, and also low light, right? f1.4 and high ISO performance with a full frame sensor like this. And then other times I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a point and shoot. I'm gonna just take something like this and have fun. And so those are my three main cameras. We'll talk about bags in another video because we're losing light really quickly. Actually, I'm just adding this as a little bit of sun is shining through. I also have two more cameras, which I don't think about as cameras, is the Pocket 3 by DJI. And I love it because I'm like actually monitoring it from my iPhone. So that's a great way of shooting video. In the past, I used to struggle shooting these type of videos because I would have to take something like my T4, a 16 to 80 lens, and all that rigging. The DJI is awesome. And over here is my Action 4, which I'm actually using right now. And I've been doing some vlogging here, and I'm gonna continue doing vlogging while I'm here in Italy. But this is a great combination. Pocket 3, Action 4, and on the Action 4 I have the Telesin neck strap, which is great for POV walking around, but I'm using it like a selfie stick, like this. I also have their cage, which is way better than the one that you get in the kit. It has all the external access to the buttons and the battery, everything but the memory card. You have to take it out of the cage, but this has been just a lot of fun. I'm using it in Vancouver, but here in Italy, again, nice and small, built-in wireless microphone system. You have to buy it separately in some kits, but it's a great way of vlogging like this. All right, guys, I am on my balcony in my hotel. The sun is setting, and I tried shooting earlier in the day, but there was a lot of construction noise. It's a Saturday, and so it should be all right for now, but there are neighbors over there, but it's warm, so I'm assuming they're not gonna be coming out. So let's, this is my setup. Over here, you can see I have a lot of my Wolencraft accessory pouches all throughout here. And this is the setup here with my Pocket 3 on a little tripod. I'm gonna sit down here and get things going soon. All right, let's start soon. Let's start now. And it works perfectly with the Pocket 3. And so those two cameras with the M7, the SL2, and the D-Lux 8. So technically I have 5 cameras with me, but I'm teaching visual storytelling. I have different projects from YouTube to Instagram to other photo projects. I'm going to Coop, I'm going to Wetzlar after this, and so I plan to shoot more video. So I need kind of a video-centric kit, but as well as a stills photography kit for the other things that I like to do. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have this sun, but just quickly, right here, the Wolencraft 7-layer Pilot has been my main everyday camera. I love the side access pockets. I'm putting my water bottle on one side, my battery charger on the other side, and it could hold everything if I wanted to, really stuff, but this has been the perfect travel camera bag. I used this last year and the year before, I think, as well. So this is great. This is the all-leather mini rider. There is a half Cordura or half canvas, half crunch Italian leather version of this, but this is the full leather version. I enjoy using this too for staying light, company visits. When I go downstairs in the morning for breakfast, this bag works out really well as well. On the plane, I use the sling bag. This is the older version. I like it because you can easily just kind of put it away and just kind of throw it into your luggage. But the new version is also really nice. It's actually built better. But I actually kind of prefer this one right here. Once I get here, I don't use this. This is only for the plane. 14-liter tote shopping bag. I've used this so many times in Vancouver, but as well as here in Italy. This is fantastic. Doesn't cost a lot of money. Super small for 14-liter. You just pull it out and all of a sudden you have another bag with you. So I love using this. Tons of these little pouches. This is the mediums, the XM5 size pouch, but I put the D-Lux in this thing when I'm traveling. So this is a great case here. This was part of the holiday gift program, but now it's my DOP kit. I put all my cables and things like that, but this is also really good, great for traveling, and then when you're out and about, you can just put your essentials, throw it in here, and it is MOLLE compatible, so if you did want to add this to Pilot Backpack, this can work. And here is something I've been using around the world, which is the Peak Design 45-liter backpack. And so thank you so much, Peak Design, for sending this to me. I have played with their camera inserts, the small, medium, and large, and they're great. But I actually find that the Wolencraft, these are for the Easy Pack. These things actually work much better. The Velcro doesn't work in the Peak Design, but just the way that I carry my gear, my SL2 easily fits in here standing with the 21mm Summilux and the M7 and all three of the lenses all fit in this, this medium or large size, whatever they call this. And then this smaller one right here is kind of like my quick access DOP kit in my Peak Design 45 liter. So those two as inserts in the Peak Design, and that's pretty much, oh, and these wraps. These Velcro wraps, so it's very smooth on the inside, kind of roughed out, but still smooth on the other side here. And I've been putting everything from my Action 4, my Sony WH-1000 XM4s in here, and it all just folds in like this and easy to carry on. Again, I have links to all these down in the description. So Taka has a lot of gear. Again, most of it is all Wolencraft. Actually, all of it is Wolencraft. Well, not all of it here. I'm also using this Orbit key as my mini DOP kit. This is the one thing the Wolencraft doesn't have yet, which is this kind of a pencil case size weatherproof zip mini DOP kit that basically goes between all my bags. And so this is the only non-Wolencraft bag accessory that I've been using, other than as well as the big 45 liter. I don't even consider this an accessory. This is like part of my main luggage. And I've used this on trips where I could do carry-on only. This ends up being my carry-on only. But in terms of all my internal organization, my daily organization, it's definitely, as well as my strap. Other than my own strap on the SL2, I've been using Wolencraft's. I just love this this camo leather using the Peak Design. I do put gaffer tape on the back because the back is metal, and there's a chance you can scratch anything that, like for instance, the screen on the SL2, and so I do that. But I enjoy using this. But in general, I've really been just holding this in my hand and walking around like this to stay kind of incognito, but as well as quickly be able to pull it up. The size and weight with the Summilux on here is quite chunky, and so using this as my main camera when I'm walking around, it's best not in a bag, best not around my neck. It's best to be in hand, and the SL2 allows you to do that. And so I'm gonna have way more photos that I can post, because this is day 4 of a 3-week trip here in Italy, and I'm gonna be taking this with me to Wetzlar. I'll be taking this to Munich, and I'm gonna taking this to Austria, and so I'm gonna have a good time, especially the 21. You know, what I noticed is last year when I had the 24 on the D-Lux 8 or 24 equivalent, I'm like, I wish it was just a little bit wider, and I get that with the 21. So maybe what's next is an 18 or 16. We'll see what happens, all right? Maybe after this video, I'm gonna go back and go out and shoot a little bit more. So thank you. Oh, one more thing, watches here. Jerome from Cerca sent me his 5303-3 divers, 300 meters, anti-magnetic. It uses a COSC certified movement, and it has this really cool kind of Milanese style strap on here. And so very cool watch. And almost every year when I travel, I do take my GMW B5000 TVB. This is, I call it like the Robotech G-Shock, but it's titanium, sapphire crystal, atomic 6, solar powered. So this is a great travel watch. So between the Serica Divers Automatic and this solar powered G-Shock, I'm ready to rock the Casbah. And so that's it. Finally, we'll talk to you soon. Let's just do this here. Happy shooting. Click, click, click. Peace.